Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome to week 2 of General Psychology. So, I'll be making these videos on a weekly basis to guide you through what is expected of you each week. So, this week you should be reading chapter 1, and you should be learning all about the history of psychology, the definition of psychology, as well as the modern perspectives and the science, how psychologists ask and answer questions. So, the textbook I'm most comfortable with or most familiar with is this book here, Psychology in Everyday Life. That was one of the books that you could have purchased for our class. The authors are Myers and DeWall. And there's another textbook that you could have purchased in lieu of this book. You could have purchased The Essentials of Understanding Psychology or Understanding the Essentials of Psychology. And I will be getting an e-copy of that book myself, and then I'll be able to give you some cross reference. In the meantime, if you have that book, either book is exceptional and wonderful, and I'm glad that you already got it. If you didn't get the textbook, no worries. You really can survive the first 2 weeks of the course without the textbook because I've uploaded a lot of information in Canvas, and you can go to Canvas into the Science of Psychology module. So from the home page, you simply click on modules and then scroll till you see the Science of Psychology. And then you'll see that I've uploaded PowerPoint slideshows that I've created, PowerPoint slideshows that accompany the other edition of this Psychology in Everyday Life, as well as videos and articles and just everything you need to know about the basics of general psychology. So I've already uploaded all of the topics for the entire semester. So some people actually use that as open resources and don't use the textbook. I would encourage you to get the required textbook because when it comes time to take the test, having a textbook will be very helpful and it will really, you know, I would think enhance your learning of general psychology. However, if you don't have the book in the beginning, you can get by with just using the information that I've posted. And we're in the information age. There's tons of good information about psychology out there. So the reason why you want to get the required textbook is because when you get ready to take the test, the midterm, which is not until like week 8, um, you need a reference guide to make sure that you have the most accurate information. But like I said, in the meantime, which you can use the resources I provided you. So this video, I'm going to try to make it brief, and I might follow up with another video. But you're going to see that I have been working on updating our course. Last week was our first week. This week we actually jump into the content. So you actually start learning about psychology. And you have one assignment that's due this week, and that's discussion 1. Discussion 1, you have some options, some questions you can answer, or if you don't want to answer the questions, you could watch a video and, respond that way. The key to getting the maximum points on this discussion, and the maximum points is 20 points. So in order to get those 20 points, you're going to have to do 2 things. First, you're going to have to make an initial post that's substantive. Okay? Second, you're going to have to reply to 2 or more classmates in a substantive way. And you might be wondering, well, what's up a substantive post? Well, I've actually included some information about what a substantive post is in our Start Here Essentials and Extras module or in the writing module. But just to be clear, I'm just going to say that you want your post to be complete, correct, clear, concise, and creative. If you read the instructions, you've already seen this. But basically, you want to thoroughly answer all parts of the question. You want to provide accurate information. So referencing a source is a great way to show that you're providing reliable, consistent, accurate data. You want it to be concise. So don't just ramble on. Keep it, keep it simple. With it being simple though, don't miss out on the quality. You want to make sure you have provided a thorough response. Remember, complete, correct, clear, and concise. By clear, we mean you've proofread, you have eliminated most mechanical and grammatical errors. You're starting with a capital letter, you're ending with a period. When it's appropriate, you're using commas and other punctuation. You're talking in a semi-formal tone. So the tone can be kind of casual because it's semi-formal, but you're not typing, you're not texting, okay? You're not typing like you're texting. You're not being like, hey, bro. No, you are keeping this, it's an academic setting. You're being clear, concise, thorough, so complete and correct, accurate information. So both your initial post and your response to peers should follow those guidelines. And that's how you can get the full 20 points for this week. On the syllabus, you'll also see that there is a section that says personal introductions that's worth 10 points. Keep in mind, you earned 5 points if you participated in the first personal introduction. This was just you introducing yourself to the class, and that was bonus points. So if you didn't do it, no big deal, but if you did it, you got 5 bonus points. You also earned 10 points last week by completing the syllabus quiz. This says that you've read over the syllabus and you know what's expected of you. All right? That was last week. You could have earned those 10 points and those 5 bonus points. This week, you'll earn 20 points by participating in the discussion. So this week, there is a right and a wrong answer. So, last week you were just introducing yourself and you were doing the syllabus quiz. But this week, when you're participating on the discussion board, I'm going to be looking to see, do you know what you're talking about? So do a good job. The other thing I'll add about the discussion board is this is your opportunity to be creative also. Okay, so yes, you want to use heading and spacing and make it easy for the person on the other side of the screen, but go ahead and let your personality show through. Okay, go ahead and include a picture or a link to a video. Okay, if you want to, go ahead and give your post a title. Just let your personality come through. Be creative. All right, so that's the only thing you're really doing this week is reading chapter 1, learning about the history of psychology as well as the modern approaches or modern perspectives, and that's going to get you 20 points. There's something else that, like I said, on the syllabus that says personal introductions 10 points. That's actually your what is psychology, and that's going to be a 10-point assignment that I'm currently working on, and once I'm done, I'm going to publish it. And so you may see it this week, but the due date won't be until next week. So you'll have, if you want to get ahead, basically you can go ahead and do that assignment when it's published. So I'm making this video now, and I'll be updating our class today, and then I plan on publishing it later today. So I'm posting the video now just so you can kind of know what's going on. My goal moving forward is to have these videos posted Monday morning so that at the start of the week, you know what's expected of you and you can kind of work through the content. Couple of things you can keep in mind. In general, the discussion initial post will be due on Wednesday, and your response to peers will be due on Friday. So you could think of this class as almost like a Wednesday, Friday class. Monday, you technically have all the information you need because all of the modules are published for the entire semester. So if you want to get ahead, you can read the chapters, you can look at the modules, you can get ahead. By Wednesday, that's when you're usually turning in your first assignment. And then by Friday, you're turning in whatever you didn't turn in. Now, because we're an online class and this is an asynchronous class, I leave the assignments open until Sunday. So what that means is even though the assignment might be due on Wednesday or on Friday, you're not going to be penalized as long as you get it in by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. unless I make a comment or note otherwise. Most assignments stay open until Sunday. So if you're running late, no big deal. You got until Sunday, or you have until Sunday. In the computer, you will see a late penalty. Don't worry about that. I'm not taking a late penalty. You'll be okay as long as you get it in by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. After Sunday at 11:59 p.m., the assignment will close and you'll forfeit those points. But remember, we have 600 total points in the class, so it's okay if you miss a few points here or there because there's lots of opportunities to earn points and to, get a good grade. Now, I'll make a separate video going over the group project stuff because I don't want the video to be too long. We're already at 8 minutes and I want to finish it before 10. But just to be clear, this week you're turning in discussion 1. So you're going to hit reply. Well, you're going to hit discussion 1, D1, and then you're going to hit reply, and then you're going to respond in a complete, correct, clear, concise, and creative way. And you're going to reply to 2 or more class members. You won't see anyone else's post until you make your initial post. So if you're the first one, then yeah, you're not going to see anyone else's post. But if you're not the first one, once you hit submit and your post shows up, then you have access to anybody else in the class who also submitted their work. The reason I do it this way is because if I just leave it open, then some people have been tempted in the past to copy other people's posts, and we don't want that. We want a lot of original thoughts, original ideas. We want it to be a learning experience. Okay, so that's what's going on this week. If you have questions, comments, compliments, or concerns, please feel free to email me. If you don't want to email, you can drop a comment in the section below, or you can post a question to the questions thread, which you can find by clicking on discussions. And then the thread says, are you confused? Do you need help? Do you have a question? You click on that thread and you can post your question. It's a good practice to check that questions thread periodically because people will post questions that you might also have and the answer may already be there for you. So whenever someone posts a question on the questions thread, everybody in the class can see it. So if you post a question, just keep in mind anybody can reply. And I check the questions thread once a day, Monday through Thursday. Now, if you wanted the question to be private, then that's when you would email me. And again, I check my email one to two times per day, Monday through Thursday. I'm not available Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So if you have questions, comments, compliments, or concern, feel free to reach out because I'm here for you. When I update the page, you'll also see my office hours, so you'll know exactly when I'm available. And I'm available to set up a group chat. I'm available to set up a one-on-one Zoom chat. I'm in the office at the Ocala campus in Building 8 in room 106G in my office on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the morning and in the afternoons. And you'll see all the times and dates when I update Canvas later today. I think that's pretty much all I want to say. Yeah, happy second week.